Welcome, everybody, to the King of the Hill match here at Mad Apple Xstream. It's Friday night. It's 7:30, and it's time for our continuing series here, the King of the Hill. We've got Zach Hagenkord, who's challenging our current king, is John Sonnentag, otherwise known as Frog. I'm joined in the booth with my very good friend, M.H. Penglaze.
Hello.
Those glasses work better down on your head,
Well,
kind of.
only when I'm reading close up.
I see. Anyway, so Zach is going to play 8-ball. Frog says to change his favorite game to 8-ball. He said he wanted to change the profile. I said it's too late. So he wanted to change it up in the spirit of Zach picking 8-ball.
Oh, that's why he said it.
Well, because he was trying to coerce him. I was down there, and before the match, he was trying to. He's like, "Come on, man!" He calls him Goose. And I told
Goose.
John, I said, that's not good. I said, a goose is a natural predator of a frog. I mean,
well,
right? They eat them.
Yep. Thumbs up to Zach, who won the leg.
Zach's excited. He's been waiting to play for a little while. So he's one of the last ones on the list.
I thought that was a Top Gun reference. Come on, Goose.
Yeah, well, I think it kind of is. Nobody really says. Just like we don't know why Frog is Frog.
And
no idea.
Zach is Goose, is he?
Yeah, correct. Got one of our two new sponsors there, Cutthroat Q Sports. It's a billiard apparel company, so go check that out. All right, so on the break, it's a pretty strong break. Everything's broke apart. 14-2 looked like a little bit of trouble. Other than that, I think it's...
Yeah, and the 10 doesn't... Well, I guess it does go past the 3.
And the 2 really does go up there between the 15 and the 6 ball. So it doesn't look horrible.
You could take solids or stripes here, couldn't you?
Got a couple new sponsors tonight. We got Christensen Heating and Cooling back, too, so happy to see them back. Make sure you guys are hitting the shares and the likes. We appreciate that. I tell you, it was nice to get a break last week, and boy, the commentator and the postman sure did deliver, huh? Did you listen to them at all?
I sure did.
Oh, they did a great job. It was a lot of fun.
I even commentated, and they refused to say my one joke. Well, look at that. I was wondering if he could take the 13 and just nudge the 2 and then open up stripes perfectly, and that's what he tried. He hung it. And that means the frog can be stripes if he wants to.
Yeah, and I mean, he's definitely going to take stripes here.
I'm a huge fan of Frog's style of play.
Quick like he does.
He's quick and very good and accurate at what he does. He makes decisions very quickly. That one worked out.
Yeah, really well, actually. I think even though he wants to play the 15 here, you got to play that 14 up in the corner, drift out for the 15 or the 11 ball on the side next.
And then use that. Yeah.
He won't. He's going to go to the 9 after this, I think.
Sure, that works okay too, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. I guess you don't take any chance that you're not going to get the proper angle to get up, maybe get in trouble on the 2 if he would have went the way that I was talking about. So got to play what you're good with.
Stuns the ball nicely down.
Without fear.
That's what frogs are known for, aren't they?
Pat Glenn, thank you very much for the like. I missed a whole bunch of other ones that I should probably go and take a look. Well, that was pretty much picture perfect, I think.
Yeah, and if you didn't know him and weren't watching the game but just watching him, it looks like he doesn't care and he's just banging the balls around. But when you realize that everything's going perfect, you realize he's got it completely under control. In a blink of an eye, first rack is over.
1-0, race to 15. They didn't put the race in.
Are we doing anything with this?
Could you? Yeah, you could. Could you actually go out and set the races for him? We didn't do that.
Yeah, what's it? Race 2.
15
Gotcha.
for 8-ball. I probably could do that from here, actually.
Can you?
Probably.
Do they know what they're racing to?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
For sure. But We'll get it figured out here for him.
So a nice solid hit on the head ball. And Zach, after his very nice break, was spoilt for choice. He had all kinds of options there, and he missed his first shot.
Well, I don't want to do that. I can do it that way, but it's going to mess things up. So
You want to run out?
Just run out there. When we get a chance, it's no hurry.
After this rack.
Yeah, and I mean the nice thing about Frog Style too is it is quick. You know, it's fun to watch him work through the patterns.
Now it's tough sometimes to watch a player who plays really quick because if you're trying to learn and trying to figure your way through it.
Well, it's a roadmap for him here.
But he quickly chose the first shot.
There's still a little bit of trouble. Well, he's got the one there.
Yeah.
You got to go up to the one.
The three or the one. Which order is the question? But
well, you couldn't take the 3 there. If you would have taken the 3, you would have gotten in trouble with that 14 along the rail. So
now, depending on the angle on the 3, okay, he's deliberately gone that way so he can get on the 5. I was going to say he might end up going to the 7, but
yeah,
and you've got to get 9. You don't. I guess straight is okay on the 5.
Yeah, you don't.
Because then you can short side the 7.
That's probably the worst angle you could have got.
Where the just natural roll hits the 7.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to make it work. I can guarantee it. But it's a little more work from where he is because of how close he's going to get.
Too close to it now, isn't he? And that's terrible. Cutting across. He knew he was going to be close, which means he had a teeny tiny window that he was cutting across.
Yeah, same thing here. Side pocket goes. This is going to be interesting to see if he can actually float this in the side and get the cue ball out of trouble around that 9 and 13.
Yeah, he does have a shot. You can, the 7 and the 8 both into the same side pocket.
Yeah, and it's possible it goes in the corner past the 11 also. I mean the 8 ball. So let's just make the 7 first, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, that, of course, is the challenge.
Well, I hit that way light. Well, he ended up short. I think he was on a perfect line for that ball, really.
Yeah.
All right, so Zach with his first real opportunity since that miss that he had to open up. All right, we're ignoring our people here, so did you fix the race?
Nope, we're waiting for this rack to be over.
All right. So we'll just keep repeating. It's a race to 15. Appreciate everybody joining us. Make sure you get out there and share. We really appreciate that. It's going to be a good match tonight. I mean, Zach doesn't have a super high Fargo. He's at 609, but he's got a lot of hard plays hard. And he plays up in Anago. I think
Well, I've played him before, too. I ran into him deep in a state tournament one time.
Second round?
And that's deep. And I do remember we had a good old battle, and he did win.
All right, Derek Hall, thanks for the like.
And this rack here is our first look at him, but he's shown that he's not going to hang around either. When he has an open table, he's going to figure out how to run him out.
Well, you just got to finish, you know. I mean, this is hard, you know, especially on the stream the first time. You know, you got to just make sure you execute. Stay down, which he did perfect. Great shot there. And there he puts it down, makes it 1-1. Out for a fight. I told you guys when I posted this, those Anago players are fighters. Mike Legoo, thank you for the share. I think this match has some potential for some fire if they both keep playing like that. So that was a nice out. Afforded an opportunity by a rack that I thought Frog was going to be out of. Fred Renner, what's going on, buddy? Bang Time Pool. What's going on from Florida? Yeah, Patrick, thank you. I didn't read that, but I figured it out as I was starting to toy with it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. It's going to mess everything up. Patrick forewarned me not to change it from the booth.
Right.
That wasn't too tough. Plus, you got a little exercise.
I'm all winded now. So another good break. All 3 breaks so far. Balls wide open.
Take a look here from the top. Ron, thank you for the share. Todd Johnson, thanks for the like. There's Christensen, our new sponsor, one of our many to come.
So there's a situation where you kind of have to take the 5 to clear the pocket. For the 3. So one assumes.
Where do you think he's going here? 6?
Well, it's tough to get on the 5 in any kind of straight way. You've got to get it out of there.
Garrett Dutter, thanks for the like. Lance Black, what's going on, Lance? Haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, this is an interesting situation here. I mean, he's got to negotiate his way around these quite well. Not to mention the fact that the 8, which is usually the rule of thumb number 1 before you choose solids or stripes, is figure out who's controlling the 8 ball. And if he does clear the 5, he could end up with a nice break ball on the 3 to bump the 8.
I think he'd draw back and try and get position on the 4. He's going forward.
Just to get it.
Not sure where he's going. Is he planning to cut this?
Oh, he's got to cut the 5 now, and I think he probably
got a little
overshot
further,
it here. But at least if he does cut this ball in, and so I do like this choice actually. I didn't like. I mean, obviously, he didn't want to have such a thin shot on it. But that took his cue ball back up table, and he was on those balls. So,
well, Frog's had a little bit of trouble with the 9 here.
He hit that just as thick as he was going to if he'd got good position on it.
I think the 9 probably goes if you get the 14 out of there. So if you can get the 14 out and come around to the other side of it, that 9's not as much of a problem.
Right. You're going to pick them off in that order.
Joe, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Garrett 5 to 4 to 7. Oh, he was playing the pattern.
So he's landed on the rail, which means he doesn't have quite the control that he wants. But yeah, he almost has to get on the 14 from here, doesn't he?
Oh, boy.
Another miss.
Well, I tell you, he missed good there. I think you got the bank here, obviously, and play up to the 5. But that 3-7, there's not much of a pocket for either one of those, really.
Yep. And I did watch the match last week with Frog and Taylor Collar and the Postman. And there was a rack in the middle where Frog demonstrated that he didn't really understand what to do, and he was in a sort of a safety complex situation in 8 ball. And I'm sure he's got as good as he has by playing 9 ball and 10 ball, because he obviously plays great and has an amazing touch and is a great run-out player. But if he has a weakness, it's understanding what to do in complex 8 ball situations.
Charlie Bananas, good to see you again. I don't know. I mean, I get why you're saying that, Charlie. You're saying it should be a quick match tonight, but I tell you, Zach, that second rack, he showed some fight, and I think he can definitely, with a couple of chances. The problem is, as soon as Frog gets warmed up, he's not going to get any more chances. So Zach's got to take advantage early when he's getting these shots off of him that a little later in the match he's definitely not going to get. Trying to see if that 10 goes by there. I don't think it does, but I think it does go over past the 5.
At pocket speed, you can get it to hang really deep, and it might just fall in.
I think you shoot the 10 and the 9 both over there by that 5 ball. Oh, he's going to try and get up here now. I'm not sure where he was going. He's not going to like the result, though. He's going to be kind of stuck here. I don't know. What do you do? Fly this over the top of the cluster there?
Well, no, a jump shot on the 13.
Okay, he's going to play the 9 up in the corner. I don't know why I didn't see that, but tough shot. Puts it down almost.
Did you watch the match last week? Do you remember that rack where the 8 ball was hung deep in the corner pocket and they both had a ball down there sort of in problem areas, and Frog had way more balls on the table and had a clear advantage because he had more balls, but he didn't know what to do with it and he started just giving his shot up.
It's a pretty nice shot to get that 7. I like that. I kind of like floating all the way up table for the 5 next. I just feel like you're in better control of that shot. Trying to jack up and hold this ball is tougher. And he did. He floated
that's
up.
What he liked too.
Would have been nice to bump that a little bit there.
Yeah, and he almost
see that. He probably was trying.
He has to, doesn't he?
It looks like it. Maybe bank the 8, but
now stretching over this ball with follow.
Hit this pretty hard, actually. Yep. Get down table, give an angle. It's not quite going to get there. He had the right idea. Get that another foot maybe.
And there you go. He's just lining up the bank shot. You're right.
I mean, he might be able to throw it in too. He might be looking at that thinking he can put it in the corner. So let's see what he does. Set's perfect. He's got either option. He's setting right for the bank. This is where it's not nice not being familiar with the table. You know, he hasn't shot that many balls, but he was banking balls earlier.
Yeah, and he's ended up with an angle where the cue balls are going to get in the way and quite possibly double kiss him out. Because he's on the rail there, he's kind of be following. And there's the cue ball.
Oh, boy, he just got the cue ball in the way. I think it might have been, honestly, just a touch short, but it was a good effort. I think he just, again, you're not familiar with the table.
Right.
So.
And he knew it because he was smirking. He said something to Frog about that angle. Of course, because the cue ball traveled so far and bounced off the bottom rail before it kissed the 8, he obviously did have options to spin his way out of trouble, out of that kiss.
Frog bringing it back up here. Perfect for a 2-1 lead after he knocks this 8 ball down. A little bit about the young man here. It's a 670 Fargo rating, 35 years of age, from Milwaukee. Shoots with the Jacoby Q. Now, see, that looks like carbon fiber, so you must have the black because it's Jacoby.
Right.
Kamui tan medium. He's been playing for 14 years. His favorite game is
8 ball now.
8 ball, he said. Yep. And I don't know how to pronounce his favorite player.
Kopinyi.
That's it.
From Chinese Taipei. Although you're forced to say the word Chinese before you say Taipei.
Oh. It's a pretty good break. Take a look here from the top and see what's he looking at here. Stripes aren't bad because the combo goes in the side. 14, I think, goes past the 5.
Or kisses right off the 5. Into the pocket.
Yeah, it's tough, though. You don't want to push it to that outside rail. I mean, you know how those play. So, I don't know. I'll be curious to see what he plays. He doesn't really have it play on solids, does he? Unless the 6 goes.
Right, doesn't have a shot.
6 off the 4, maybe.
Yeah. But like you say, there's no strong reason to try something.
I think he is, though.
He does have a shot directly on the 6, straight in.
I don't know. We'll see.
Off the 4.
See, off the 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's a risky shot, but I mean, really.
Yeah, because he almost lost the 4, but he's okay. He can shoot the 4 right now and carry
now
on.
he's wide open. And he doesn't have to worry about that 15.
It's kind of perfect if he can just roll this in and send the cue ball between the 7 and the 3.
Touchy shot. Whenever you get this close and you're trying to see, yeah, he's going to jack up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. It's tough. He needed just a little bit more angle. As good as he hit that carom on the 6, he definitely could have used a little better angle than what he ended out in. Big Earl Fields. Okay, so Earl is Zach's dad. I'm trying to follow this here. We got casual player. Oh, Earl said they aren't very good, though. Maybe I should play. These guys aren't very good.
So he's going to jump over the 8-ball and play your combination in the side pocket.
That's pretty rough. I want to look at that again from the overhead because I don't know that you can do that.
And you almost, you have to overcut it a little bit. Hit the 15 thin.
Well, I mean, is he coming off the back rail?
I don't like that. I think he's got to go. Wow.
Oh, right over the top.
But it squirted out sideways. It was weird because it didn't go in the direction his cue was pointed. I'd like to see a replay on that.
We can do that.
So the first 2 racks showed us that these guys
I would do it now, but he's just going to set up and fire, so I'm going to wait. I'm sorry, what did you say? First 2 racks?
They showed that they can just run out, and then now we've got embroiled in a little bit more complexity and some turnovers. Got to choose your pattern here. I think he was right the first time. You do want to take the 3-ball.
I think it's 7 here. 7
to get on the 3.
7, 3, 4.
Might as well take the 7 out first, yeah.
I just don't like jacking up over this ball, but let's see what he likes. Nothing wrong with that. Was he trying to get to the 5 there, though? Might have been.
Yeah, that was his other. Well, he's okay, isn't he? Just roll forward gently. He's on the 5. And that's why he left the 7. Does that make sense now? After shooting this 5, you're happy that the 7's there.
Kim Hagenkord. Absolutely not. So, oh boy. Well, these guys know each other pretty well too because they were messing around.
Must be. He called him Goose.
Yeah. What do you do here? I mean, I think you're playing to play safe on those 2 balls, but I don't think it's the first shot. I honestly think that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how good you feel about making the ball because you have to shoot a ball that you know you're going to make.
I don't think you play that shot. If you play that shot, you're going to leave him the 4.
You could shoot the 9-ball.
If you play that combination and miss, you're.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to. You've got to pick a shot that you know you can make.
Yeah.
That you're not going to miss.
Or even if you do miss it, you're not.
Because he's got lots of safety options. You don't really want to turn over a table and give
here's his safety.
A kick shot or a jump shot to Frog.
I'd play straight into the 11 right here and just kick that to the rail. Why wait?
Well, if you have a nice run, it's a shame to play safe, I think.
Is he thinking this is going to go off the 11?
Off the 11, yeah.
Side, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Hit it nice and soft.
Yep.
Didn't give the 15 enough speed to get into trouble.
Only negative is the 11 kind of stuck there to the rail.
Right.
But there's still plenty of room. He's got room around that shot.
Shoot the 15 and get right on the 11 the long way. I think he's got a nice angle on the 15 to do that. Well, that's not that.
Now what do you do?
Slow roll the 13 and wish you got a little bit straighter on the 11. That wiped his feet, didn't he? So it's not getting easier.
Yeah, and he kind of slid over further than I think he would have liked to.
I think he just overhit that first shot because he did have a chance to get on the 11 there.
Now you just leg this, right? I mean, but again, you're going to leave the shot.
You've got to make this ball.
You got to leg it pocket speed. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to put it out of the pocket.
Oh.
Did he get over far enough?
Well,
Look at that.
and you can't really say he was playing a two-way shot there because you don't like this angle on the 9. Right?
Charlie
You said it
Bananas,
bad.
did I just hear Kendall suggest a safety?
Right.
Hey, I will let you guys know when I played that Cue It Up. What did I take? I took 5th.
Did you play a safety
6th,
at all
something.
that day?
I don't know, whatever. But I won 3 games on the 3 foul rule.
Oh, wow.
3 games. That's the most in my life. I was playing good safety, so yes, I did. Oh. See, now I'm just done talking to him.
Kendall. Barbie's friend.
Yeah, right.
Nice. I've never thought of that. Do you want a new nickname?
Get out of here. You never
Thanks,
thought
Charlie.
If I had a buck for every time I've heard that, it's just not even funny. What's he doing here?
I think he's in trouble.
Is he trying to kick it in the corner? It looks like he's coming around the... No. Okay.
Oh, okay. Very smart. Tie up the 9 if you can.
Yeah, but all he's got to do is...
Well, it's a super negative shot, but considering he didn't really have much else and was going to sell out, it's
Yeah, just
it's
leg
as,
off
it's
the
as
side
good
of the
as
11.
good as you can get. But of course, Zach with 2 balls has a huge advantage here. It's always an advantage to have 2 balls, really, isn't it? I found. If your opponent's only got 1, it's twice as many.
Yeah, right.
Zach wants to be careful he doesn't accidentally make the 11.
Boy, that's an interesting way to hit that. I wouldn't have thought of that, and I like it because he didn't like...
You don't really want to put the 11 on the end rail, but...
Yeah.
So he's going to play a super soft, just roll up behind it. You've got to still get a rail. And that's as good as you could hit
How
that.
do you
Has
hit
a
that,
nice
huh?
little...
Beautiful shot.
That's a really good shot. He's actually put Zach in a spot of bother. Zach has to get a good hit. And it's...
Just watch this again here quick. You hit that about as good as you can hit it. Perfect speed.
And Zach would love to be able to play a shot off the 11 instead of the 9, but that just might not be in the cards, which means if he plays to kick at the 9, he just sells out. So the game-winning shot here is a 2 or 3 rail kick on the 11.
I don't know that word. Play. So, I think you kick the 9 cross side.
You have to make it.
And float it. Well, you have to make it, but you want to leave him down on the rail. You know what I mean? Leave him as far away as
It's
you
not
can.
impossible to kick and get a hit on the 11,
Well, it looks
right?
like
And if he gets the shot right, if he had got that shot right, he would have been back in favorite position. But of course, ball in hand.
Yeah, now we're going to
Sells
see
out.
a 3-1 score. Unless he leaves it there. Oh, no, he's going to move it. Still not dead perfect,
Wow.
but I mean, easy enough. He'll put this down. Three to 1. The Frog jumping out to the league.
Mm-hmm. See what you did there. Nice one.
Yeah, you know.
High five.
Well, we got to compete against the A team. My God, those guys were amazing. They were a lot of fun to listen to. They've got a lot of rapport from years.
Rapport. Fancy Kendall using French words.
Yeah, you know, safeties, French words.
Je ne sais quoi.
All right, let's see what Frog's going to do with this break.
So that wasn't a head-on break. That was sort of...
Almost third ball. That was almost your break.
Well, I think he hit the head ball, but it was like a half ball hit to get the cue ball to come to the side rail and back out. And it's strange, though, because he started out hitting him right full in the face and getting good results. No doubt these opened up nicely, but he didn't make a ball.
Yeah, I don't really see any problems, honestly. Everything has a pocket.
Yep. 7
Most
gets you...
of it has multiple
The
pockets.
7 gets you on the 5, so solids don't look bad, do they?
I'm going to switch.
Stripes
over.
aren't bad either, but you don't really have a good opening shot unless the
Oh, look at what I did there. Here, we got to get rid of that.
You see what I did there?
Mm. messed up. Oop, what happened? Oh, we're supposed to
Starting soon. You're,
we might,
you're
we might have
really
our-
messing this
we-
up now,
there
aren't
we
you?
go. Now we get it off.
Excuse me, folks. We're having just a few technical difficulties.
All right, as he looks at this a little bit, Rodney Morris is going to be here the 24th through the 28th. I still got some spots left. Get over to my Facebook page and check it out if you're interested.
The Rocket.
Well, he's one of the best professional players that teaches. Self-proclaimed, and I've heard it from quite a few other folks.
Self-proclaimed. Hey, I'm one of the best, man.
Well, Rodney's a character. I don't know if you have gotten a chance to talk to him much, but he's really as a character. He's
I
great.
saw him once in Las Vegas outside the state tournament with a pram pushing his kids. Yeah, a
With a
stroller. Stroller, sorry,
Oh.
American.
American.
Pram. You guys
Yeah.
don't use the word pram.
No.
Stroller.
It's like a garden. Gardens where you put vegetables to me. All right, this looks pretty good. 2 balls still a little bit in question, just easy to get to a couple of pockets, but still touchy with the 8 as close as it is.
That's right. The 2 ball is the issue here. And I'm not saying it's the best way to play it, but I'd be tempted to just bump into it.
Right here, just draw into the 8 a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I think
I do things like that, and then when
You'd have to get
when it goes
really
bad, I
unfortunate.
always remember. Oh yeah, better players pick balls off
right.
because
Yeah,
there's
it's
got
already
to be
got
a
a
way to
pocket.
get on the 2 into the corner
Right.
pocket down there somewhere.
Yeah, and I think that way is coming off the 5 here. I can't quite tell his angle on the 4, but I think setting an angle on the 5 to come out and bump in between those would have been my choice. Because I like bumping those 2, but coming off that 5 off the end rail would have been my
Yeah,
choice.
so it's not simple yet, is it? He's got to kind of punch and stun this 5 ball to come off the top rail.
Well, and he's going to end up leaving that 2 for last, and I think that's not something you want. Well, now
Are you
he's,
sure
he's,
about
now
that?
he's not, yeah. This is actually not too bad. You just make the ball,
Yeah.
run into the 13, I think, or is that the 12? I think it's the 12.
I think you just stun it and stay there and minimize its drift across, pop off the side rail.
Or drill it just like that. Perfect shot. Showing he's got some fight here. That's really well hit. Should float out for this and play the 8 in the same side pocket. As he just shot the 7 in the corner. Over the ball. No problem.
Well,
3-2.
This is going to be a good match here. We've got 2 quick players who don't hesitate much.
Well, fun to watch too.
And the interesting thing about 8 ball is sometimes you do have issues and you know when they slow down and stop and have to work it out.
All right, so fair play is fair play. Here we go. Young man Zach. Fargo 609. He's 30 years old. City is Anago. I'm sorry. Viking, and he plays with the Viking Siege. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, it's their newest one. It's like wooden on the outside, but carbon fiber inside.
Okay, interesting. Kamui Clear. I know that's a soft black.
Well, it doesn't say if it's soft, medium, or hard.
I remember that.
Could be any.
I didn't have a room, but I remember.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Soft black. He's also been playing for 14 years, and interesting enough,
Oh, no.
favorite game.
Justin Volk's game.
Yep, lifesaver. And his favorite player is Earl Strickland, so it's interesting to note, too. All right, we'll take a look at the overhead here to see what we got.
Another wide open table. In fact, this is very wide open. Extra wide open. 4 ball and the 6 ball are okay. You got to get on the 8 ball. Yet another one where you say solids and stripes are okay. And this is another one where you miss your first shot.
Oh, boy.
Sometimes the tables look so nice, you just assume you're going to make balls.
Don Murray, thanks for the like. Well, I tell you, this is a big wreck. If he can manage to get this out, he's more than just in the fight. He's tied.
Yep.
You know, at no worse position to win than Frog if he can run these out. But I think that goes back to when you think about Frog these last few weeks, he's always started out kind of slow, and then he hits his rhythm and starts.
Yeah, and you say slow, you don't mean it in the speed sense.
No.
Right?
No, correct.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you're saying.
I'm not sure if he's what he's looking at here, but what do you like coming out for? I don't like playing for the 10 here. I think the 10 goes in the same corner as the 14 should go.
Well,
Harold Micheloni, he's going to be playing our Jesters match this week.
Awesome.
Yeah. Which I'm going to be
and
releasing
Harold was
that flyer
here
tonight.
in the very early days when we first opened the Mad Apple. He was here a lot.
Oh,
and
boy.
That pocket has rejected yet another ball.
Well, I tell you, he hit that pretty stiff. He got to roll that ball in, I think.
And
he was trying to get up table.
Point. Both those pink balls have been denied in that corner, in this rack. But Frog happy to get another chance, and it's not going to take long over this.
Shosal. I don't know what that was. Sorry, I tried.
And Harold also played in one of our few chess tournaments. Remember we had a couple of chess tournaments at the Mad Apple?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think this is looking like over. Got a little far on that, but he's still just going to come up for the one in the side, I think. Or yeah, he ended up all right. A little further than he wanted again, but that 4 hanging, he's just got to avoid. He's got to come around.
Stay in one of the windows, around 3 rails to get in the big window there.
Careful.
And he's going to get behind that ball.
Careful. Uh-oh.
Yeah, there was no real reason to do that, but it was definitely a trap waiting to happen.
Well, it was the shot before. I mean, there's no doubt that was the shot before.
Yeah, but still. Could have got on that 4 from there.
Well, he can still definitely make this ball.
Right.
It's kicking one rail. Huh?
Oh.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Holy cow, was that a shot?
What a speed to hit that shot at.
Oh, it was perfect. That was.
It has to be perfect at that speed, doesn't it?
Oh.
You got to replay that one.
Yeah, let's watch that again. Jeez.
You
just clean as clean gets. What a shot. And I mean, it stuns to a perfect stop
right.
for the 8.
And that's what I mean about that speed, because if you don't hit it absolutely perfect like that, you lose it.
That's like a highlight reel.
And you would think that hitting it softer and letting it roll like that opens up the angle a little bit and gives you a bigger target. And he's still smiling about it. He's laughing and smiling about that shot.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
still,
he knows how good he hit
He's still standing there watching this rack with a smile on his face.
Sometimes they jump at you like that, and he just had the right answer at the right time, you know. It's a nice thing when you watch people that are like instinctive rhythm players, is it just comes from nowhere sometimes. Well, so we went from possibly tied up to just a phenomenal shot by Frog to take a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, to recover.
And that was a heck of a break, but he really kind of didn't get anything here.
Right. He may be forced into taking stripes.
Combination? I mean, his first shot's a combination. Well, 15.
That's a really tough shot. But he's got the 14 hanging there. Can he get to it? You were saying combination on the 2 and the 5.
Yeah, I didn't see the 15, I guess.
He's got a shot straight on the 15, doesn't he? Or he could play the 14.
I don't know. Think he's got that window?
Roll first and bend it a little bit. It's not that tough. But the real question is, what about if you're going to take stripes, what are you going to do with the 11? And because of that, you definitely would rather play solids.
We're going to watch this one more time. Crazy.
That was like a Hail Mary.
Oh, perfect. All right, well, let's see how he hits this.
So the real question is there a way to play solids here? And he's shooting at the...
That's what he's doing. Six on
the side, because solids is nicer. It's another miss.
I don't know. Did he play the combination? That's what he played. Okay. I mean, look what he did. It's wide open.
What did he just play?
Well, it was an open table, so he played the combination.
Oh, he did play the 14, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he just played the combination.
And bumped the 11 out. Okay, I get that. So that was a beautiful little break shot he played on that combination.
Yeah, and it was way late.
Oh, you don't have a... I thought you were quick-fire.
Concordia K's. Nice stream. What's going on, Mark James? Thank you for watching. Make sure you get over and share and like. We'd like to get people from all over the place.
He did play a really, really good shot to open this rack. He's just drifted out of control again there. See if he's got another good recovery.
Well, now he's got to plow into these and back. Yeah. That was too tough to hold that like that. It was brutal. Giving Zach another opportunity. Yep, I remember that actually. Remember he played a super quick kick like that last week also.
At speed, yeah.
Yeah, right, at speed.
All right. The 5's pretty a tight angle in the side pocket there. It's not one you really want to be shooting at, is it?
Yeah, and it's not terrific off the 8 either.
But it goes clearly into the other pocket, so he doesn't have a shot there. He's got a shot on the 2 ball. If he wants it, he could shoot the 3 ball all the way up.
I honestly think I'd be shooting the 2 here just because of where my cue ball is going to end up.
He's playing the 5 in the side. Super slow roll. Pocket speed has to be the exact,
or off the 8.
The exact line. Or off the 8.
Yeah, and that's what I thought was going to happen.
He played that one the wrong speed. He should have whacked that one. Get that to come out. He let that 5 ball turn, and that's why it followed forward.
You think about it, right? You think about it like the remember that game with the 2 balls on strings and you have knockers or whatever they
knockers.
Yeah, knockers.
Nice one.
Right. So they'd bang back and forth, but it's the same thing. They only do that when they go fast. When they go slow, they don't really.
Are you allowed to say knockers on TV?
I think so. He's going to end up short here. Well, he got far enough that he can at least see the edge of it, but
yeah, I think you're
still
saying
way short.
Those knockers that you're talking about have to bang off each other at speed, and they stun off each other. And if it popped that 5 ball, it would have been sliding and stunning.
Yep.
Wider.
Cutting this ball. No.
Oh, look at that shot. Highlight tape.
A highlight reel.
What a fantastic shot
today.
Now, a lot of people would have spent half an hour measuring to see if there was even a gap there. Past that 3 ball and past that 2 ball, but he didn't, did he? Look, he just got up and banged it in. Was the 3 ball?
Well, and he had to push it. We're going to leave it roll here because we're going to watch it again. Because I think if you watch, he had to kind of slide it around the 2 to hit where he wanted. Just watch the speed he comes
through. You're saying he played a little messy?
A little bit. And maybe it was to hold the ball, but...
What a fantastic bank shot.
All right, bringing it to 5-2. Great break there.
And that's the last 2 racks where he's played trick shots to stay in.
When he's hitting his break really well, he'd really like to get that cue ball more up into the middle of the table, I think, though. This one's way better. I mean, that's the best starting position he's had yet. Not sure if I agree with taking stripes there.
And you would think, I know you can see these patterns quickly, Mr. Frog. And I hate to tell you, stop and think a little bit about it harder, but that's the problem with fast players. You can't always say, take more time. A lot of people think, especially if you miss a shot, played it too quick, but that's not really the case, is it? I know Mason's always annoyed about that. If he misses a shot and people say, oh, you should have taken your time.
Oh, yeah, because you got to play.
But if you feel it, as long as you've seen it, it's not about the time. It's about don't shoot until you've seen it. And you can see it quick or slow, and sometimes you have to figure it out. And in 8-ball, of course, which Frog says today said is his favorite game, which I I don't really believe. Sometimes you do have to think about several different options before you choose one. But having said that, if he runs out, I can't say it was wrong.
Well, the 14, I don't know what you're doing with 14. Banking it, looks like.
Yeah. And he's got a tiny little window between the 5 and the 2.
Well, this will be interesting because the way he's got to spin this, he's got to throw it forward to get it to go. So he's going to play it a little bit short.
Because otherwise the 5's in the way?
Kind of.
And the cue ball looks a little bit, again, running that way. So he's changed his mind.
Yeah.
He wants a different angle on this bank shot.
And he got it.
And
it's still better. I mean, it's still better.
This way, at least, the cue ball's not getting in the way.
Well, and it's natural. That English I was talking about before is natural from this side. You just got to hit the line. Oh boy.
Well,
that was almost perfect.
Almost close, but no cigar.
Straight in on the 8. Only real problem I see for Zach here is the 4 ball. Blocked, obviously, by the 14, so he's going to want to get that out of there right away.
Yeah, and he's not going to have too much problem doing that, I don't think.
Should do it right here, probably off the 2.
Draw straight back, straight across.
Well, maybe he wants a little different angle, so he's going to... I don't like taking the 7 out of here, to be honest with you. I like that ball there.
Yeah. So now he could roll the 1 ball in to get on the 4, which is a little bit...
What are you talking about? 2 balls still.
2 ball again.
Yeah. I think this is the angle more he was looking for, but I think it's too much.
Wow.
But he hit it absolutely perfect speed. Yeah. So 4 ball in the corner, 3 to the side. Probably 158, I would think. So 4-3, 158. Fighting back, get to 3 here if he can do it. I'd have to change his plan. Nope. I guess at that point it was my plan, but this is still the way that I thought he was going to do it. Don't even touch the rail here. Oh, he did use it. And perfectly, so he's straight in. Going to bring this game, as long as we don't have a calamity, to 3-5. It's a good rhythm player. Plays quick.
Oh, yeah.
He's from Antigo, but I guarantee he didn't learn from Billy Lassie.
Well, there seems to be quite a few really good players from Antigo, isn't there? What is Antigo? It's like just one little town? Is that? Yeah, okay. It's not a huge place, is it?
Right. Crime-ridden.
So they all... Money games up there, is it?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I know Billy plays up there, but nobody plays them anymore. Billy's going to come and play this as soon as he's done raising his kid. So,
well, how long is that going to take?
15 years or so.
Yeah. Well, just wait till they get through college. Then you can come out and start playing again, Billy.
All right. Well, it is tough to commit every week. If he doesn't plan on losing.
If he's not winning money playing pool, how is he going to afford college?
True. Well, not much for a lead. He's got the 10. And he's got the 10. And I'm pretty sure he's got the 10.
So it's the 10 ball, is it?
I believe. Battle of the old guys. What does that mean?
Says a 10-year-old.
Yeah, right. Tim, how old are you? Old guys.
Maybe he's talking about us fighting it out in the commentary box.
Maybe. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us here at Mad Apple Xstream. We really do appreciate all your support. The likes, the shares, the follows, all that stuff is what helps us keep going and do what we're doing, along with all our great sponsors. So make sure you guys, if you're in the area and you know these places, give them a try. That's one of our new ones that was just up there. Cutthroat, their billiard apparel shirt company, so go check them out. Has he shot the 10 yet?
He's still deciding.
Well, and it is tough.
Well, the question is there a way to spin and knock the 14 out and
we could
achieve
okay.
that?
What did he call? I thought he said 14.
Not the 10. Yeah, he's playing the 14 off the 7.
All right.
Because he just doesn't
or
see
up
it.
the 9, maybe? I don't think I would shoot that ball.
Well, he just sees it as his way of...
Trust me, I got my finger on the replay button. I'm ready.
Wow.
If this
goes in.
Highlight reel it is. Holy cow.
And he did open up the 9.
Yeah, well, and the 11 got in trouble there. That was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, he's got an angle to break the 11 right now. So, yeah, he did play it off the 9.
He played that just perfect. It's crazy good.
We'll see that shot one more time in a minute, right?
As long as he doesn't make some other crazy
he was
shot.
trying to break that ball out, and that didn't go right.
Well, he's still got away, though, because he's got a shot on the 10.
Yep, and there's still balls up table.
15's still there to be able to break into that 11. 13's a possibility to break into the 11. What's going on, Mark? How are you? Oh, yeah, he tried to cheat the heck out of that ball.
Mark
what does it say he plays on? Does he play on valleys normally? I know he told me at his house he's got a valley with pro-cut rails.
Which is very similar to a diamond.
It is. Playing surface is a little smaller. That's the one thing I don't care for about that.
Favorite table size 9 foot. What brand of table do you typically play on? Diamond. Yeah.
Oh boy, 7 ball. Saved him. Tried to. I mean, honestly, you can get shape on the 11 yet, too. Along the side rail over there. Goes up in the corner.
Well, he doesn't. It looks like he's trying to super thin cut this 9. It almost looks too thin to go. I feel like you'd have to use a lot of outside English to help that one in. But he does have a shot on the 15, which could go round the back of the 8 and break the 11 and come out smelling like roses, because the 9 ball does go past the 7 and into that nearest pocket later. But if he's going to shoot the 9, you feel, well, why doesn't he just bank it instead? Look how thin this shot is. No, he's shooting at the... What's he shooting at? 13.
Wow. Smoked that shot in the hole. I'd almost replay that, but I want to see the other shot.
Right. You lose it.
Yeah. Earl Palmer says, Goose is great. I've seen some nice shots, good outs from him also. I don't see what he's going to do here because that 9 does not go. If it does, we need...
I bet it does.
You think it does?
No.
Jeez.
You'd think he'd know, though, wouldn't you? It must do, otherwise he wouldn't have
Hey,
shot
but
that.
look what he got. Got the 11 out. Look at that. It tied back up. I think it's so tight it doesn't go to either pocket. Let's look at that from overhead. Oh, yeah.
It's got to go to the longer pocket.
I think it goes to the shorter pocket, if anything. Maybe not. Brian Zimmerman, thanks for the like.
And hi there, Mark Johnson. I know moments ago he said hello. And
I said I don't.
yeah, do you remember him from the Magnet?
Yeah, that's why I said, hey, Mark, how's it going?
Yep. Well, I heard you say that, yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Interesting choice, I think.
Wow. I don't like this shot if he's thinking of rolling forward.
I think he can float between those two, but it's still touchy.
He can play position on it.
Yeah, like that. I mean, this is still touchy yet, though. Got to miss the 15, miss the 8.
Yeah, coming back out.
Good speed out, you know.
It is. Tricky, this one, isn't it? He's got to negotiate.
Lamada.
Look at that shot. Didn't have to touch anything.
Oh, even got a little piece of chalk roll at the end there to straighten him out a bit more. And good shot there. Going to get it to 6 games. 6 games to 3. The Frog.
Hopping out in front.
What's he got? Like, is this his 3rd week or 4th? This is his 4th week playing, I think, right?
So at least for sure 3, yeah.
Hey, look at that. Thank you, guys. You guys must be doing an awesome job sharing and liking because we're getting up there. So make sure you continue to do that. We really appreciate it. This match is nowhere near over, I can guarantee. Zach has still got a bunch of fight left in him. He is from Anago. I mean, they got to be careful when they walk outside in Anago.
We'll get run over by a deer. His first week, of course, he played against Pete Hurd, and everybody was predicting Pete was going to win that match. And everybody was wrong.
Yeah, for sure. Ty and Todd Ryan-Schmidt, thank you for the like. Oh, and the share.
And, of course, both from Milwaukee, so he probably played against Pete Hurd a bit. But, of course, as the incoming player in his first week, he chose the game. And he did not choose 8-ball, which, of course, would have been Pete Hurd's choice.
Oh, yeah, Pete likes 8-ball a lot. I mean, he's a great player of all of them. But
Frog chose, what did he choose? 10-ball.
It's kind of a interesting pattern up there with those stripes. You almost got to draw into that hole right now, I think, right?
Yeah, and they're both having a little laugh about that. Did he get a heavy contact? Drag that ball across.
Tommy Stone, thanks for the share.
So, probably 10 in the side and go into these balls now. He's taking down really low. Yeah. Yeah, and he's studying the cue ball and looking like he wants to clean it. He thinks he got a heavy contact on that previous shot.
Quick shout out to Papa Lock, another one of our great sponsors. Nobody's ever locked their keys in their cars when they're at a tournament.
Right. He says sarcastically.
Yeah. Sean Hanna, how are you doing, pal? Remember Sean?
Remember the name. His face rings a bell.
I think Todd Reinschmidt just wanted to hear me say his name again, so he liked us. Thank you, sir.
So here's a shot. You should have got to pop this one. Spin around. Beautiful speed control.
Earl Palmer says, run over by a effing 44 Magnum City Slicker. Come on up and play BTK. I played Billy here. I played him in that challenge match. I gave him a fight. Still lost, but I gave him a fight.
I beat Billy the Kid in a game of chess once. And he told me that's his favorite game.
Chess?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
He's a good chess player. Offensive.
Frog taking her down. Ready to break these up with a 7-3 lead in this race to 15 8-ball. Joined in the booth by my good friend, Mr. M.H. Potting Penglaze. You're the knight right now, huh?
That's right.
Yeah. So one division below this, we have our knights. I
wasn't expecting to play last week, but...
yeah. Well, neither one of you. We kind of threw both of you in there. Played against Caden Hillman. And
now, why? When I was looking at the ratings, why did Caden not play in the Jesters match first?
He will. He had an opportunity to play. He wanted to.
Okay.
He wanted to.
Well, that's what I like about Caden. He plays in a lot of adult tournaments. Of course, he's only, 14? 13?
Yeah, 13.
And just to have the attitude that he does and the temperament when you watch him, it doesn't matter if he's playing good and running out or when he misses, you cannot tell by looking at his face.
Yeah, correct.
Or his
demeanor. He holds himself.
He's modeled himself on a couple of great players, and he's had lessons from Tyler Steyer, and his stance is very kind of similar.
Wow, and he has the opportunity to play with Mason.
And Mason too, yeah, of course.
All the time they practice together.
Yeah, Mason's a huge supporter of
Mason takes a lot of pride in Caden's game.
Yeah, I'm sure Caden's going to be a big deal eventually, when he
already is.
Well, he already is. All right, he's junior state champion in 3 different states.
B division too.
In the adult division.
In the adult division.
Awesome, yeah, and he's always playing in our.
Dan Olson, thanks for the share.
He plays in a lot of our adult tournaments.
Jackie McGinnis, how are you? Glad to see you. And I agree, that was terrific shooting. And
meanwhile,
still watching it. Well, yeah. I mean, just making it look easy. Till I say something.
A little bump there.
Nothing wrong with that. He's still just going to come up for the side pocket here.
Yeah, 6 in the side after the 3.
Gotta kind of hold this.
He doesn't like to roll balls in gently, does he?
Yeah.
Well, he can if he needs to.
And I'd say that's about perfect. Just going to go forward here and play it right where he is standing. Good shot.
So let's see what he does with his break this time. He's tried a couple of different things. And he started out breaking really well.
Jody Whitehead, thank you for the like or share. Well, I can't read today.
That's amazing. He's at 8 already. So, I mean, he's just flying through these racks.
Well, we're not going to go back to the comment by, what was that? Well, I'd be going back, so I'm not going to.
So he is hitting the second ball. Got to figure out what to do with the 1 at the top of the table.
Yeah, the 113, right?
Yeah, and it's not like Stripes breaks the 113 any better than Solids. You've got to find a way there. You can't just start shooting balls. So
7 off the 11, push it up into the 1.
First shot could solve everything.
Well, I don't think I'd shoot it first.
Well, you have. Oh, okay. And okay, so he's got on that shot. So that is what he's playing. Got to pop this nice, and yeah, you got to play the combination on to shoot the 11 down the rail accurately. So he's not doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I think he's.
I don't know. My spidey sense says do it as quick as you can because you never know when you need a plan B, and plan B and plan C disappear after you get rid of a bunch of balls.
Yeah, but 4 here, then the 7, still got the 6 for shape.
All right.
I think it's
just because.
Uh-oh. Forgot something.
Yeah, he was trying to hold for that shot. He was.
Deb Kadrowski, thank you for the like. That one does say like, actually. Al Rosina, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Uh-oh.
Well, Zach really needs to take advantage of these few chances he's getting here. He's got a couple of shots he'd like to take back. This match could be a lot closer.
Well, and I mean, the unfortunate thing is I think he gave him the shot here to slow this down enough that he can still shoot that 7 in the side. You know, you just roll this ball in, 7 in the side next, and you got an angle to get over it to the 5.
Yeah, you got to play good position, don't you? Pick these off. Well, the real problem is, of course, when you you're saying what? Shoot the 6 first, somehow get on that 7 shot on the 7 off the 11.
Teresa Volp, thank you.
And you don't really know exactly where the 1 ball is going to end up, so you can't really play position on it necessarily.
No, so you're playing for the 5.
You have to play off the 5, yeah.
Yeah. He wants to get over as far as he can on this ball. See how he kind of spun it?
Yeah, as much slow spin as possible.
Right, because now he can play off the rail and play up.
Yeah, and that 15 is kind of in the way of that path. Or maybe not, but
Well, I think you go way to the top. You try and get to okay, he's going to try and get over to there, but I think I would be trying to get above the 14
But he's got to spin. Well,
let's see how it works. Not too bad. He's got a shot. One in the side, kind of pull back off the end rail here, kind of try and bump that 10.
Well, does the 5 go in the side from there?
No, I don't think so. I think he's got to try and play the 1 in the side, come back out, bump the 10 ball. Yeah, that's what he's looking at, is where he's going to sit if he hits his 10. He's just going to... This isn't going to be real hard. He's going to have some rotation on it. Yeah, he didn't rotate it far enough, but he had perfect speed, so it didn't matter. Hit it good.
Yeah, he played that really nicely.
Still tough.
Yeah, a lot of balls in the way to get position here.
Go around the 13.
Drawing.
Yeah, he's going to go around the 13. Oh, he drew short of it. Wow, was that a great shot.
Yeah, that was.
He hit that really.
He's played several shots like that in this match. He's very comfortable, isn't he, drawing?
Not only that, but he's comfortable drawing.
Mm-hmm. That's not what they call it back home. You know what they call that, right? No. Screw shots.
Oh, yeah, screwing. Yeah.
Screwing back.
A deep screw.
That's right. You hear that on snooker
Let's
commentary.
take a look at that shot again. Draws up short of the 13 to get over.
That's right. Nice deep screw.
That was just really, really well hit. And back to the break we go, which he's also been crushing. Second ball break.
That was not, though. He hit the head ball.
I caught the edge.
From the same. Looked to me like he whacked right at the head ball.
Maybe he doesn't even aim. It's just random. Lisa Heckman. How are you, Lisa? Not looking good for Goose. Does that mean his goose is cooked?
His goose is up.
I don't think it is. I think he can still start fighting there. Good angle to bump the 10 out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He's going to try and push the 10 into the 9 possibly, because he could get them both here. Missing the 1 with the 10 is a little bit rough, but he should be able to get it over far enough. Oh, he pushed the 1. Surprised he spun it that much. Justin Volk, do you know what his favorite game was? Did we talk about that?
Zach said his favorite game was Lifesaver.
Of course it is.
That makes 2 of them.
Favorite games?
Zach and Justin.
Favorite game? No, I know a few other people that have said
no.
that. Just giving our friend Justin a hard time, aren't you?
Yep.
Jeff Cole, what's going on? Speaking of catching a gear, everybody's telling me Jeff Cole is playing lights out. Learned a new gear.
With his new cue.
Yeah. I think Frog's going to play the 1 here.
But Jeff Cole's been playing really good pool for a long time.
Yeah, but I'm told that he took the next step up, played lights out. All right, Frog going to back cut it or play it off the 10? Looks like back cut it. Oh.
Bank it.
Let's see that coming.
Wow. Okay, so here's a chance for Goose. Needs to do something with this. At 3-9 in a race to 15, he needs to get a few racks. And if he's breaking good and running good, he's got a chance to do that.
Well, it's tough. You just got to reset your brain here a little bit and just take it 1 ball at a time.
So is he trying to punch into this ball right now?
He is, yeah. I mean, I haven't noticed any fear in him. You know what I mean?
No.
He's confident in his stroke, confident in his shots. Just had a few misfortunes.
Yeah,
honestly.
he's also playing a very aggressive, very good, very confident run-out type game.
Jovi, what's going on, buddy?
The Italian Stallion was watching.
Bermiglio.
Vermiglio.
Oh, there's no G.
Yes, there is.
You don't pronounce it.
Oh. Really?
Really, yeah. He's kind of in trouble here, actually. All makeable shots, but definitely not the shot you're looking for. Jason Parker, how you doing?
Just gonna.
Hey, for all the locals listening, tomorrow Johnny's running that 9-ball tournament at noon. No Calcutta or anything, just $20. Come on down, play some pool.
Yeah, for $20, how can you not?
Jason Parker with the share, too.
Double elimination, race to 9, is it? 9-ball for a bit of practice. $20 entry.
Gustav says, I bet Zach gets 10. I'm hoping you're right. I think that
if he's going to get 10, he might as well get 15.
That's right.
So he's got to get on the 15 ball here to pick these off. Yeah, and this is...
Well, you get up far enough for that? I don't know if he did. I don't think he did. Now he's really got his work for him because he's got his head around the table on this shot.
Sure, and then when he does get on the 15, he's got to get on the 11 right away.
Hopefully avoid the side pocket. Oh.
So, yeah, this looks like a
the
nicer
11
angle.
must go, huh?
No, I think he can just from there, just roll the 15 in.
All right, we got some guesses coming in. Frog 15 and 9 for Zach is what she's guessing. Charlie Bananas says 15-4 is going to be... Oh, come on. He's going to have 4 here. This will be like the last time where it just goes up by 1 every time.
Gonna play around the balls and get on the 8 in the same pocket.
Making it look easy. That's what we're expecting here. Good job, Zach. 15-4. What do you think of that guess now there, Charlie Bananas?
Yeah. So, let's see if he can get a good break. Keep Frog away from the table.
Speaking of Frog being away from the table, he's going to go take a break. But so, just so we know, proper etiquette and rules say if you take a break during somebody else's shot, they can just continue to shoot. They don't have to wait for you.
Right, otherwise it's a shark, isn't it? Sharking technique. Someone's just about to shoot a tough shot. Oh, I'm just going to take a break.
Right, or you're getting a rhythm, especially if you're playing a rhythm player. People used to do that to me all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason. But he didn't break it. You're saying if he'd already broken.
No, even now.
Even now?
Yeah.
Because it's his turn.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'm glad to see that he's going to go ahead and keep shooting.
Well, he knows the whole world is watching. Frog's even on his phone in the bathroom watching, probably. Just to make sure. Dry break. Quickly shoot before he gets back.
Nobody will know. Nobody will know.
Nice open table. Know? It's a real shame he didn't make a ball there because he needed a nice run or two if he's going to get back into this match.
Now, see, Justin Volk, I think, and Tim Clark are guessing a little bit more realistic. We got Tim Clark guessing at 15-11. Justin Volk, 15-13, so even a little more favor, and he says Zach is going to win.
Well, that'll be quite a match if Zach comes back and wins this, and he's definitely possible, but he does need to start making balls on the break and not giving Frog chances because Frog's going to love this when he gets back.
I'm just going to say thanks, Steve, for the like because there's no chance I'm pronouncing that one.
Go on. Let me try it.
No way. REEMTSMA.
Rinse.
Yeah, right.
Rinsma.
Perfect. All right, here comes Frog back to the table. So after that dry break, take a look at the overhead.
Quick as a flash, he's going to choose.
Well, I tell you, that is a wide open table. Look at how far apart. It doesn't even look like all 15 balls are there. They're so far apart from each other.
And if he shoots the 6 now, stripes are, solids are, well, he can shoot the 6 almost any time, can't he? Spoiled for choice. Sometimes you paralyze yourself trying to figure out which is best when or what the right order is.
Oh, he says the T is silent. So Reemsma. What's my guess? Todd Weeble, thanks for the like.
So Frog did not stake his claim on this rack.
Yeah, what happened there?
6-ball hung in the corner.
Well, it's definitely a runnable rack, I would have to say.
Yeah, solos look quite nice.
If you're going to create a problem, 8-ball actually for me.
And just finding the right windows. He's got to go up for the 6 and then find a shot. So 1-6 under the 5 seems to be the way. That kind of keeps you out of trouble.
I don't know. I don't mind shooting the 1 to the 5 here, to be honest.
Or leave the 5 as the last ball. 6 to the 5 to the 8 is your finish. But the only thing is this one gets you up there. Not that you have a lot of problem getting up there.
Yeah, see, I like this. Well, he's not.
Do you?
5.
No. Oh.
Well, this I don't
6.
like.
So, yeah, he may have just decided what I said, which is 6 to 5 to the 8 of the last 3. And played position on the 4 because he probably knew that they had a chance of making both balls there. And this is looking good. Just got to get on the 6 ball now. Find the window. Don't do anything too crazy.
Sandy Sealer, thank you.
I guess he felt happy about that. Wasn't really any need to come to that side of the table because it was easier to get on the 5
He's good
from the
here.
other side. Yeah, no, it's not really a problem, but
I just like
except
the
for this
confidence
shot.
that he's hitting.
He wanted to get straight on the 5 though.
This is okay.
Oh,
You can
that's
roll
okay.
this and stay there.
No, he's got to shoot the 8 in the other corner now, in the same pocket. Look at that.
Hit that harder than I thought he was going to, but he's good.
No. That angle, it couldn't really stay there. Not nicely, or maybe could, but just didn't. He's okay here as long as he doesn't scratch.
Puts it down. Getting to 5, so only down by 4 games now. He's not shaking much.
No, he's still going at it. He's still playing strong. He's still playing aggressive. He hasn't changed. The only reason he's so far behind is just a few missed balls.
Mike Gaines, what's going on? He says 10 to 4 soon. What? Oh, that must have been a long time ago. Almost. I can tell you who I know isn't giving up yet.
Either one of them.
And I'm sure Zach is just fired up and wants to run this rack and get himself one closer again.
Yeah, and after making a nice break but dry, he's happy to have a chance back at that last rack. Now let's see, he's going at the head ball.
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything. The break.
Half ball hit on the head ball.
There he goes.
Deliberately playing the cue ball straight to the side and back into the back.
11-1, it looks like, is...
And the 1 ball goes past the 8 in the corner. The 11 ball also goes past the 8 in the corner.
He would have liked to get on the 1 there, I think.
Yeah, or the 3. Straighter on the 3 there, and he could have stayed on the 1. Because you can see it from our angle here, looking right at the table. The 3 ball only has a half pocket past the 14. You don't really want to play the 3 ball in the 14 pocket.
I think he's stuck now. He's going to have to play that 6 in the side, right?
Yeah, and he's got to find out a nice way to get on the 3.
It's getting tougher here.
Yeah.
6 in the side. He's floating over for the 1. Or
Yeah, he called the 6.
Yeah, he's going to float over for the 1. It would have been nice to be able to use that to get up on the 3, but...
Yeah, and if he doesn't end up getting good position on the 3, it can be made past the 14. But you really want to be nice and straightish on it because you've got to hit it accurately. Because it's only a half pocket, the 3 ball. Well,
I guess there is more room than I thought there was.
from that side, it's kind of nice because
I think he's going to draw the other side of the 15 here.
I'm kind of surprised he's not taking the 3 ball out right now.
I think he's going to draw to it right here.
Yes.
Yeah, he was trying to. Did he get there? Might have. Might have the 3 here.
Well, he's got to come with a good shot here. Yeah, he's shaking his head. Just a little micro shake. Wrinkle the corner of his mouth there. A smile.
Well, because it's
grimace.
tight. I mean, he's got to get through that 9 and 13.
Yeah, I mean,
so he's got to force this ball forward. He's barely got room past the 15, so he's got to really stroke it. Look at that. That's going to come out almost perfect for him on that 5 ball.
Wow. What an amazing result.
Oh, yeah. I mean, can't ask for better than that.
That's right. And he's taking a moment. He got
11,
down.
yeah. Well, it's a little tight, right?
Yeah, well, absolutely. And that's the thing. After you play a really good, amazing trick shot, you've got to make sure that you don't just blow the next one. And you can. It's a psychological little trick, isn't it? The next shot, you just hit it.
Well, there we go, guys. 6-9. He's only down by 3 games at this point.
Doesn't seem so bad, does it? 6-9.
No. Sure doesn't.
And that was
you just see the fire in his step too. Look at him throwing
that's
the
right.
balls
And
out there.
that was a break. That was a break and run. And so, Frog kind of missed his first shot on that open table that he came back to the previous rack. And that is what Zach needed. And Zach's taking that and the next. So that's 2 racks.
Well, he definitely had his problems in that rack, but he worked his way through them. You know, sometimes the best scramble is the best game you can have.
Sure.
You know?
And that's going to make him feel good, and he's got momentum now. So let's see if he can get a good result on this break. Is he playing a half ball hit on the 1 ball?
Yeah, he hit second ball there. I think he wanted to hit half ball. Looked like he hit second, though.
Are you sure?
Well, I can say this. It's nowhere near as effective as of a break as he's been having. Got a lot of trouble with that 2, the 6, the 5, the 8.
Yeah. And if you don't take solids, you've still got a problem with the 8.
Right. Which it doesn't look like Frogs are going to take solids,
So there has to be a good finish here. He's got, all the stripes are lovely, but there's got to be a good finish here, or some kind of breakout shot, and you think the 10 ball is the closest ball to the 8. And if you're going to break it out, you don't want to leave it to the last shot.
which inevitably means you have to get the 9 out of there.
Yeah, right. You can't get on the 10. Exactly.
Right?
You can't get on the 10 until after the 9's gone. And you can end up wasting a lot of balls getting to that point, and you
maneuvering.
Find yourself in the situation where that breakout shot has to get you on the 8. Oh, right there. Oh, wow. Almost.
And now he's got nothing. I don't even know if he can see that 15. Might be able to.
And here's the one thing that Frog does not do is say, you know what? Let's play a little tight safety battle and a 20-minute rack where we bump balls backwards and forwards. That's not going to happen, is it?
No, I don't think so. He does have this shot, though. I think he can just
He's firing at it. He's banking it. Bank shot on the 15. All the way up.
Back to him?
Yep.
All right.
Now let's see if Zach has a little bit more 8-ball wherewithal.
Well, this is just a mess. And he didn't help himself putting that 9-ball where it is. I mean, at this point, I would say advantage Zach, right? I mean, you got way more balls on the table.
Right. And the mistake was shooting him without having a solid plan. And then equalizing. So we'll find out if this leads to a solid plan.
Don't see it yet.
And in situations like this, the guy who starts shooting and firing often gets himself into a problem.
Scott will be back. He says we need 2 glove back. How many players are signed up for tomorrow? I think the last time I saw it was like 17, 18, something like that.
And I'm sure the way the format is, it's going to be a lot of walk-in players who are not signed up.
Yeah, it's very.
Is there a limit? What's the limit?
As many as we can cram in the place.
128 player field max.
Correct. If we're saying when is the tournament? Noon
32
tomorrow. If that's the question. Did I mention Rodney Morris was coming?
Did, but it's worth another mention, isn't it?
It definitely is.
Rocket. The other Rocket.
The other Rocket, yeah. Really excited to have him. We've had some really great pro players here. I think Rodney's such a character. I don't know if you've ever listened to any podcasts with him or whatever, but
no.
He's just got a lot of energy and a pretty good guy and great instructor.
So Zach's spidey sense says don't make balls now, and so he's bumped the 7-ball down table to make it a more usable ball. And in a way, he's almost hoping that Frog starts shooting these balls.
Yeah, right. Trying to get some of that.
So he didn't necessarily mind leaving him a shot here. Now, we'll see. Sometimes that's a mistake against a really good player. Yep, and he had a chance there.
Still does. I mean, the eight's really brutal right now.
Yeah. And so he's going to fire this 10-ball in and get the 9-ball out.
And put the 3 right now in the pocket.
Yeah. He's going to call the 13 through the 3. 14, 12, what it is, the pink ball that is.
If that 2 goes past the 8 up here, that's... Okay, good shot.
So let's see what Zach does with this.
You just don't break the 8.
Right, and you don't have to be desperate to do anything here. You have to make sure that you don't leave, because you know that Frog, if he gets any kind of angle on a shot, he is going to be breaking at these. So the priority here for Zach is just not leave Frog a good angle on either of his balls. You almost don't mind leaving him a shot as long as you know you didn't leave him a good angle to break it out. And he's got 2 balls, so he could break it out. So that's quite clever. He's carefully nudged his 2-ball into a good position whilst not breaking the 8.
Well, so didn't leave an angle on the 9.
And so Zach is showing you that he does know match play safety 8-ball. Frog, though, now what did I say about leaving someone like Frog an angle? Frog is going to fire at this and bump the 8-ball out.
Not directly. He's got to drive the 7-6 into him to do it.
Something, but he's going to go at it.
Well, you don't have... Well, he could play safe, too.
Look at that shot. Look at that shot.
Oh, my God, he went around it.
What did I say? You can predict that Frog's going to be firing at shots like that. And because he's so good, you don't want to give him a chance. So he is just now... absolutely earned himself. Now he's obviously hooked on the 13, but what a great shot.
Yeah, how he straightened that out there. I mean, crazy.
I mean, he hit that really, really well. He's still in trouble here, but he does have a shot. He's already kicked one spectacular kick shot in this match.
Is he going to short rail kick this, I would guess? Yeah, coming off that way.
Because the 7-ball's in the way for the other way.
Yeah, and even here, to get off, even if you kick this in dead perfect, to get off that 7-6 and the 2-5 is pretty tough. Super chat, that's like cash money.
Well,
thanks for the $5, Chris G.
If he does hit the angle to make this 13, the cue ball, because it's kind of not a straight shot, the cue ball is going to have speed, and that was...
You saw him shake his head immediately on that shot.
That scratch was pretty easy to achieve. Of course, if it hit the ball thinner like he wanted to make the 13, he could
not trying to curse him or anything, but I mean, 2 games down from being, what was he, 5 games down?
It was.
It's got to be.
Was it 9-3?
Yeah, I think it was. So, if he can, I mean, he should be out here all day long, right?
Well, it's important not to take anything for granted because when you that was a tense sort of safety battle where there wasn't clear shots. You have to be able to switch back into shooting mode after a safety battle. Because Zach was in proper safety mode there. Frog never was. He was always attacking. But you've got to be able to switch from safety to
because Zach had the advantage the entire game, really, because of the way that everything laid out. Stop corner, draw side. What do you like?
Either.
A little short on that. Trying to get his stroke working. Ended up just slightly short.
Play good speed, you'll be all right.
When you get off the rail.
Bump off. Oh, no, not quite. Bear down and make this shot.
Can't be loving this, though.
Yeah,
and
no
he
problem.
hits it perfect.
No problem. 7-9. Sounds like a close game. Definitely a lot closer than it seemed a few moments ago.
Take a quick look at this 8-ball again. Nice shot. So we're celebrating our 5 years this weekend.
That's right.
We've been here 5 years. It's crazy.
It's only been 5.
Yeah, you're telling me. I feel like it's been 20. But all good stuff.
5 years of the mad apple burger and billiards.
Yeah, we're proud to still be here. Bought the building, so you're not getting rid of us anytime soon. Take a look at the cutthroat overhead cam.
Another dry break.
We got 7-6. Those look like you can get them over there by the 15 pocket. 12-9 down here isn't looking great. The 12 does make it to the side pocket, though. He's going to take stripes. Sets that one down. Sets up perfect for the 10.
Yeah.
12 in the side. That's the shot, I think. Or he might break it right here.
I think it goes in the corner after the 9.
I don't know that does. I think he's got to bump into it right here. We'll see what he does. Well, he stayed away from it, so you could be very right. It for sure goes in the side, so he could be going 9. Well,
there it is.
Even going to hesitate?
Negative, Captain.
I think he is. I don't think he has that, honestly.
He's having a good stare. He hasn't gone around and studied much in this game. He just seems to know what he's doing, but he is having a good old look at this now.
Well, I think you shoot this 11 in the side.
He's shooting at it.
Is he?
Good hit.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty close, but yeah, he definitely hit it.
So
good angle here. He should be able to just draw back a little bit, get around the 8.
Does he have an angle?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just.
Perfect shot.
Well controlled. There. Just undraw. Well.
Short there, too.
Yeah, assuming he's going to still make it regardless. He has made quick work of this rack.
Careful here.
No, that wasn't even close. Can we clean the balls? He's saying he's getting... Well, that's up to Zach. You can't do it without your opponent's approval, right? Kendall, what's the answer? He's looking at the comedy box saying, can we clean the balls?
Why don't you go grab... I mean, we could switch them.
Is that what that was? Was that a kick? Did he get a heavy contact?
Sure.
But you can't just automatically clean the balls.
Well, they were
unless Zach
cleaned.
agrees. Is that
yeah,
right?
They were cleaned ahead of time.
Yeah.
So they were cleaned when they started, but
What's the etiquette? What's the etiquette and rules? I mean, you can't just. We're not just going to burst out there.
No, you can clean them. I mean,
does Zach not have to approve? Because that will of course slow him down.
I don't know why you want to approve. I mean, you want to shoot with clean balls. You don't want a bunch of chalk on them. So.
If it's bothering your opponent, you may want to keep it the same. Zach's had a nice turnaround here.
Uh-oh. Could have had a nice turnaround.
Uh-oh.
That was a big miss.
Well, you're the boss, Kendall. You tell me.
He just asked if we mind. So let me go grab him, and I'll get that taken care of quick. Did they get chalked up after? Or what?
That's the fourth ball. Yeah, he agrees. That's the fourth ball I asked you, though. So, that'd be great. I appreciate it.
All right, so MH is going to take them up and polish them up. They are cleaned, and we clean the tables really vigorously, actually, right before these matches. Go through and not only brush them, but vacuum them. And then we wipe all the rails down, wipe down all the tracks into the pockets, wipe down the whole end. If you've ever worked on a diamond table or played on a diamond table, you got that wide opening on the end. And we take and wipe all that out, get as much of the chalk out of there as we can. So really surprised that they're dirty. Somebody must be using some of that crummy chalk that gets all over. I won't mention it, but everybody knows what we're talking about. So we'll talk a little bit here. We've got a couple things going on. So we'll go over and take a look. We've been telling you about Rodney Morris. We also have our Banks Pool tournament that's coming up. It's called the Lucky Bastard. And it's our bank tournament. And it's a tiered entry, so you can see there the $100 for 600 and up, $75, $500 to $599, and $50 for $499 and below. Doing race 6-6, which we might shorten, but initially here, depending on how many players we get, we're going to leave it at 6-6. $500 guaranteed added, so I'm going to throw $500 at it, and 32-player max. Open field, so anybody can play. This is a remembrance tournament for a very good friend of mine, actually the person that got me started in playing pool, and actually I ended up buying the pool room that I grew up playing pool in, which was the Magnet in Oshkosh. It was an 80-year-old pool room. Just great history in that place, and got to play with some really great players. But Larry Backus was the owner for 40 years, and he was a big bank. He got me into bank pool and fell in love with that game, playing him on the old Centennial Brunswick that we had in there. It was table number 5. And met a whole bunch of really great people that like playing banks also. And so every year now we try and have a memorial tournament to remember them. And this is it. So you can go right to our website and sign up for any of these events. MadAppleBilliards.com. And just click on the events, and there's a sign up there where you can go ahead and pay right away too. So, and it looks like the pool balls are just about on their way back. So, a little break here as we clean up the pool balls. Players were complaining that they were skidding a little bit. So, hopefully, this will take care of that problem. Well, if everybody wants to, you could chime in. Love it, but it gets everywhere. Yeah, talking about that chalk. It is the first time you clean off a table that has been played on all night with that, you'll realize how bad that stuff is. Yep. Chris says Little John 9-ball walk-in long race tourney tomorrow. Pretty excited. Larry Dessa, I've never seen this happen in the middle of a match. I agree. We haven't ever done this. So Should be back hopefully any second here. This is the first time we're waiting on equipment. Normally we're waiting on the players, so appreciate everybody joining us tonight. You are watching Mad Apple Xstream right here at the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company on West College Avenue in Appleton, Wisconsin. Do appreciate all the shares and likes tonight. Everybody's been doing an amazing job getting the word out and helping us share this terrific match. Throw a quick shout out to Chris G also, who does so much of the tech work, releases all the HD videos after the fact on YouTube. So if you ever do miss one of our matches, you can just go right there to YouTube. We got some really phenomenal matches that are have been played. A lot of fun to watch, so go through and file through. And there's some not so serious matches, but still some great shots. And then he puts together an amazing highlight reel every single week. There, finally, here he comes, and our players are here and raring to go. So thank you guys for sticking with us, and make sure you get out there and continue to share so we can get these things back rolling. Mage is walking around the entire room before he gets to the table, and there he is. And we're ready to roll. What chalk? Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Anyways, Lucky Bastard, make sure you guys get there and sign up. And then, obviously, again, we'll just say about the Rodney Morris thing. Make sure you message me over at Quickfire on Facebook, and that's how I'm signing everybody up. We got a couple days sold out completely, but he's here for Wednesday through Sunday, so he's here for 5 days.
Yep, and he's brushing the table, but I do know, I remember seeing you vacuum it right before the match.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, honestly, I vacuumed and brushed it like for long. I vacuumed it, then I brushed it, then I vacuumed it again.
Yeah.
And then wiped off the chalk on the rails.
Let's see the replay and check that bad contact out.
Oh, he just missed it.
Well, sometimes that happens.
I don't think I have it. Yeah, I didn't actually keep it. Oh, look at that. You clean the balls and everything rolls in.
Well, that proves it. Exactly what it proves, I'm not sure, but it proves something, doesn't it?
Well, he's in the lead, 10-7. Already way more for Zach than a lot of people have predicted, so glad to see that. Well, I could just hit the orange button after every single shot, Chris, if you wanted me to.
And, of course, we'll be able to watch the replay on the whole match, which appears on YouTube.
Yeah, we talked about that. He
How long
puts
does it
out
take
the HD.
for the whole of the match to get on YouTube?
Chris would have to answer that. He's out there watching. So
Pretty quick, isn't it? It's less than a day.
yeah, he's got it out. Yeah, I think he releases it Saturdays, maybe.
Oh, I see. It's all on Chris's schedule.
Well, yeah. I mean, we don't want to put it up right after we, or Sunday.
7 ball.
know
What's
what
this
day
shot?
Off it or through
Yeah,
it.
that's tough on a diamond.
Donna Sandel, thank you for the like.
Very tough to get that ball to go through there.
I'm just really surprised at maybe there's chalk on that ball. I don't know.
Maybe we need to clean him again. Of course, right after I clean him, he goes and hits the cue ball with his tip. Puts a big old spot of chalk on it.
Just can never win. Well, he didn't get himself in the position he wanted. He wanted to be higher up than this. He's going to end up... The 15 go, I mean, it's pretty tight.
Yeah, and then bumping the 13 can be...
I mean, I think I'd be playing the 13 here, but that's just my...
Yeah. He is.
Yeah, I don't think he's
ball.
got... I don't think the 15
And
goes.
he might.
That's why.
Try and kiss the 3 in.
Well, if he does hit the 3, he's trying to stop it for the... All right, scramble it is.
Well, this needs a good positional shot, doesn't it?
Well, it's tough, too, because you got to draw this ball.
The 15, if you don't end up getting on the other side of those balls, the 15 can go possibly off the rail and off the 3.
Yeah, so you got to draw straight out of this between the 8 and the 1 and try and get up for the 15 in the side.
Yeah, you want to get on
He's going to hit the edge and see if he can get through that hole. Might be, yeah, see.
Oh, that was...
It's going to be short.
That was pretty good.
You get it?
An inch or two more, it'd have been perfect, but he may be on the 11.
Yeah, I think he did, actually. I think he needed an inch or two more. I think he nailed it. Well, that's surprising.
Yeah, he may have thought he was actually going to get a heavier brush on that 15. Because he did hit it with a little bit more.
Natural shape if he cut it to the right. I think he cut it to the right. I think it's natural. You come around 3 rails, you know. Hit this a little bit low.
You think you can not hit the 3?
I think so. I might be wrong. I have trouble telling from
either way.
Angles.
He does have to go for this shot. But he's looking at the other way now, sneaking it past the 3.
It's going to be tough on the 8.
And
well, he wasn't tough on the 8. He hit it great.
So,
well,
the frog here has
the 1 ball. Really.
Well, to break it out. If you're going to go for it, you got to break it, right? Because on a diamond,
not that bad of a follow.
On a diamond, there's no sneak in the 1.
As deep as that 15 is, you might.
You can go through it, yeah. Make them both. If you hit that right. And so yeah, then he would just slow roll this 1 ball in and get on that.
So we got a ton of viewers out there. So why don't you guys start shouting out where you're from?
He's got a choice here. He could go into him if he doesn't like that shot, but well, neither.
Not sure if he intended anything there, really. Just make the ball. I mean, it's tough enough. He could get it here for sure. Come around. There it is.
Oh, what a great shot. Highlight tape, Kendall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What a great shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice. And so in answer to your question or your statement, I don't know if he was intending anything. I think he was. He liked that angle. He got down so quick and shot that breakout shot.
Yeah, I don't think it mattered much what his angle was, to be honest with you, because it was so deep in that pocket. But he did hit it just perfect.
Yeah, and I think he got on it really nice.
Let's take a quick look again.
Yeah, what a lovely little...
I mean, came out perfect.
Stun around the angles.
Reedsburg. Canton, Texas, Oklahoma City. Thank you for joining us from Oklahoma City. What's the pool hall in Oklahoma City? I'm sure there's a few, but I don't want to hear about the crummy ones, just the good ones. Canton, that must be Texas, right? Canton, Texas. Wausau, Wisconsin, Mr. Dassau, where the next Mad Apple should be. Door County, that's as close as we're going to get. You guys are going to get a pool hall. You're going to get my tables, actually.
To the new pool hall in Warsaw.
Yeah.
There is going to be a new... How do we know that? Because a guy came in and...
Bought them up.
Bought all our old tables. We're going to switch them out. We're going to get new pool tables, new diamonds at the Mad Apple, and these are all going up to Warsaw.
Frank says Chester's or Bill's.
Any idea what the name of that new pool hall is going to be?
I don't. I should have asked. But they're looking at November, so that's exciting stuff for Wisconsin and pool. Oh, you got too far there.
Yeah, he whips his hand. He doesn't like it.
Oh, he's going to shoot the combo.
Yeah, he's got... Looks like a pretty nice sitting combination. But he's not shooting the 11. Is he really going to break these up? Oh.
Well, going to give Zach another opportunity here to get a little run at him.
The only reason he wouldn't have shot that is maybe he just didn't like trying to get the 10 ball past the 6.
Chile. Derek Justin, you're from Chile. Awesome. Mosney, actually. And Larry Dassa agrees. Mosney. That's a pretty good shot there.
I always think it's weird, isn't it? The country Chile. Is it called Chile because it's cold out there?
No, I don't think so. It's
Or is
hot
it
as
called-
hell in Chile.
And
I
yet
think.
chili sauce is hot. So confusing. The word chili, I don't know. It's used in... I just don't get this language.
It's because you're British. Let's see. Got here late, but I got here. Good job, Fred Dodge. Got a good match going, Fred. Waukegan, Illinois, Milwaukee, Florence, Appleton, Menasha, Compton. The heck are you talking about? Must be Chris's history of life. Nevo, Wisconsin. Eight go past the 9, or does he got to get all the way up table here?
I don't think it goes past the 9. Not nicely. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't think you have to shoot it into that pocket.
Is from Rhinelander.
So he's going to dig down here. This is a shot where you've really got to make sure you don't hook yourself.
Well, you better hit not. Boy, did he
Brush
hit that
past
nice,
it.
huh?
He's okay.
Great shot.
Wow.
Let's save that one, but we already got one from him.
Still got to
then-
bear down and make this ball here. It's not a gimme. Some players would bank this instead, but he's going to cut it.
Great shot. Go back to his breakout shot that he shot.
Yeah, that's a great
Job
shot.
there.
That set that rack up nicely.
That was the key one there.
So there's no quitting in Zach. He's got momentum. If you give him a chance, he's gonna go at it.
Deb, we got from Wisconsin Rapids. We got Nick Like from Hortonville.
Nick Like.
Mr. Senior.
Greetings to Nick Like. Nick Like, sir, as Fon calls him.
Sir. Thanks, everybody, again for joining us here at Mad Apple Extreme. This is the King of the Hill series. My name is Kendall Quickfire Cook. I'm in the booth with Mr. M.H. Potting Penglaze. That was a cut on you, actually, right?
What is?
Because you couldn't make a ball.
Well, it was
I was
I was
originally,
given
right?
that name by the captain of the college snooker club, so-called potting because I couldn't pot. It was sort of a sarcastic name, but
Steve Jones, Marshfield, Wisconsin. Sandy Sealer, Colby, Wisconsin. I love your cheese. Thank you. Colby is definitely the best kind of cheese. Plover, Wisconsin. Mr. Micheloni, which is our jester challenger for this week's King's Court. He's going to be playing our very own Mike Gaines.
who's been holding the spot as top jester for quite a number of weeks now.
Well, that did not go as planned. So Frog to the table, leading by 3. He needs 4 for the win here. We're racing to 15 in this King of the Hill match tonight. It's a $250 minimum entry fee. Chog here, Canada, eh? Oh.
Well, that was a really nice shot to get on the pink stripe all the way up the table. The only way to get on that, you had to be absolutely on the rail there. And that was really weird. It looked like he was aiming that wrong too. I don't know what he was doing there.
Let's see if I can find my phone, which I threw on the floor earlier. Randy Parlick, I can give you a quick count. Merrill, Wisconsin, Adam Norman says.
And how much is in the middle? What are they playing for here, Kendall?
They're just $250 each.
Yeah.
So
$500 in the middle for the taking. Boy, Zach didn't want to miss that ball. Never want to miss a ball, do you? But that one...
not when the table's this wide open for sure.
That goes down as an unforced error. There's been a few of those. Be a very different scoreline. They both have, actually. Shot balls which you're surprised to see them miss.
It's all the chalk on the balls.
Not anymore. Frog's shaking his head backwards and forwards.
Well, because he didn't get where he wanted there. I mean, he's got the 11 yet, but 11 in the corner, 10 to the side, so it's still trickier than you want it to be. Just hit it hard.
And this is good. He's okay now.
Looking like he's going to get to 12 here. And he does. So 12 games to 8 in this race to 15. Frog closing in.
And the reason they call
Zach
him
needs to fight back here.
The reason they call him Frog is he has the ability to blow air into his cheeks, and they balloon up into enormous size.
Nice.
And he's able to call to his wife across.
Is that his focusing
across the lake
technique that he put down there? That's how he focuses. All right, so Jesters. Well, just to give you an idea, in our new sign-up list, there are 22, and I'm going to kind of look for, I don't know, I got a Randy here, but I don't know if it's a Parlick because somebody didn't put their last name on there. I got a Randy Smith.
I had a call today. Hey, MH, it's Mike. Yeah, Mike who?
Yeah. Yeah, sending people over to YouTube. Chris G just said the quality over on YouTube is so much better. I would agree. I mean, crystal clear.
Okay.
Missed his break shot there.
Yep. But he's got another one right here. Well, that did not turn out well. Oh, we haven't really seen any jump shots yet, have we? I don't think we're going to.
A little bit earlier in the match, I think that we did have one.
I don't like this either. It's too close, but he's playing the pink stripe in the side pocket.
He's going to fire this in. He kicks so good. I tell you, I've watched him kick in more balls than I can believe. Oh, it's good for the shaft.
That's why they use carbon fibers, more robust. Tough to ding those things.
Justin Volk asking, who's watching from Reedsburg? Is there a way to see the Jesters list, or is it that private? It is going to get... So here's the thing, is it's constantly getting added to. So we have to sort through them by date, list them all, and it's getting closer. I mean, I know we try not to make it sound overly complicated, but it is fairly complicated because you have people that can't play the dates that they're supposed to and do. So I'll just let you know there's approximately 55 to 60 people on that list.
Wow.
So we've got a full list,
a
full year out, yeah.
Holy
and there's
moly.
people that haven't played once yet that have been signed up for a long time.
So he's got an awkward-looking off-angle 3-1 combination to deal with.
I don't think it does. Look at it from the overhead. I think that's a pretty nice angle for that combination, even right where he is.
From right there, that's probably the best place to play it from, because he can stay on the 7, so you've got to shoot it now, I think.
And I'm not a big combo guy, but...
And you just got to see where the 3 ball's going to go after this, and
This
make
seems
sure you
easy.
get position on the 7. Oh, that's nice.
We're on the 3.
Yeah,
We're
right.
on the 4.
Well, he played that well. Still got to shoot a good shot now.
If I had the 4 here, I'd have a tendency to shoot the 4, I think. He's shooting the 7. Keeps getting right in the middle of the road here.
Yeah, it's the same shot again, isn't it, on the 4 now? One would suggest he doesn't want to take the 3 first because it just gets tough to get on the 8 from the 4. Nick Like out there in Hortonville there. How was your fish tonight? I believe he was frying fish is what I heard.
TJ Forrester on my new list. You're 21st. Only to be followed up by Dustin Losey. Lossy.
It's like Flossie without the F.
Got it. That's a good question. What's the Fargo?
Well, it was tough to hit that shot soft enough.
431 is the answer, Randy.
The cutoff for the...
No, we're trying to figure out if he's on the...
Which of the 2 lists?
Yeah, right. Well, because I've got a bunch of Randys, but I've got one Randy with no last name.
Well, he snicked that super thin. Let Frog back to the table. Now, it's not obvious. I mean, Frog's really only got 1 shot on the 14 here. So if he can cut this ball in.
What are the first 4 letters of your email, Randy? So you're not giving away your whole email, but tell me the first 4 letters, and that way I'll know for sure it's you. Nice shot there. Still not going to.
He's going to have to shoot another similar shot on the 11. Only this one looks like a natural scratch if you just roll it in and into the corner. A scratch on the side.
Well, that's good for you, Randy, because that means you're probably only about a little over a month out. I will add your last name. Oh, I'm sorry you missed part of the questionnaire. You're going to have to go to the end of the list.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Not putting your last name is a big one.
It is kind of. Good thing we got it straightened out.
So is he sneaking this into the side pocket? No, he's playing it in the corner past the 3 ball. Sure doesn't look like there's a lot of space there.
He seems to be too far into the middle of the table to make this shot, but
well, it does go if he hits the rail.
3 off the 3.
Yeah.
Oh my! Geez.
What an incredible shot!
I mean, honestly,
and you had to hit the rail so far away from the 3.
That shot is so tough,
work.
and he hit that so perfect.
He's a real shooter, isn't he?
Well, that's why he's a rotation player like he is.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, seriously, just smoked that ball in the hole.
Yeah, this shot is fantastic. It's difficult to aim those shots when you're aiming at the rail, not a pocket.
I mean, half ball. I mean, he had to hit midway up that 11 ball to get it to go in off of there.
Yeah, that was a really, really good shot.
Crazy great accuracy. Getting him to 13. 2 games away from retaining the crown.
Yep. Another dry break. Zach really needs to keep Frog off the hill.
I still like how fast Zach's getting up to the table. I mean, he's still excited. He's up there. He's planning to get out and make something happen here. You can tell.
Yep.
You know, he's not moping by any means. He knows he can still do this.
So he's called the 4 in the side pocket off the 14. And this is another one that you have to hit at a good pace, I think. Yeah.
It was well hit, too.
But,
yeah,
the one ball stopped in the middle of the table, so he's got a shot. on the 1. He's not really very nicely on the 6. So he's going to take that 1 ball.
Yeah, he's kind of fortunate it came around like it did. Not going to get the angle he was looking for there.
Kind of can't shoot the 7 ball now, can he?
No, I think he's got to go up table here to the 6.
Otherwise, he's just got no way to get the 5 out. Unless...
And there's no bank at it either. I mean, the 11's in the way of the bank unless
Yeah.
you bump it out of the way.
And that last shot, he had a chance there to nudge him a little bit, but I think he was trying. So if he can make this 6 ball, he's okay, because he's got a shot on the 3, and then he can get a better angle on the 7.
3 Lakes, Wisconsin, says Scott Remington. That's where he's from. MH, my friend wants to know where you are from with that accent. Well, it's obviously he's from Australia.
Yeah, right. It's about as far away from Australia as you could possibly be and stay on this planet. It's pretty much the exact opposite point, which obviously is the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Wait. Sorry, I'm not good at geometry or geography or whatever it is.
Geometry.
I'm from Wiveliscombe.
That came out really well.
was-
It's tough to say that. I meant the shot, but is it with a V? Wiveliscombe?
Yep. Wiveliscombe, which is about 3 hours from London.
Sounds like he's kidding, but
And even in London, they
real
haven't heard of
place.
Wiveliscombe. It's just a little village. There's only one famous person that I know of that comes from the same area, and that is the wonderful Arthur C. Clarke.
Oh, nice.
You
Well,
know-
and
you know who that is?
And your friend, right? Was he from Wiveliscombe?
Yeah. Who was watching on the stream the other day? Yeah.
Oh boy, Zach not taking advantage here and scratching on
Oh, and
top
of course,
it.
also J.R. Tolkien, who you've obviously heard of.
Nope.
You don't know Tolkien?
No.
Have you heard of Lord of the Rings?
Oh yeah,
Have you heard of 2001: A Space Odyssey in 2010?
of course. Yeah.
Well, Arthur C. Clarke wrote those.
Okay.
He's passed away now. As is Tolkien.
Well, I think Frog is just gonna take advantage here because this is wide open now. With that miss.
This is a chance to get on the hill.
Kind of underhit that. Tell you, if this gets done early, I'm tempted to go play Frog a set of 9 ball.
Yeah, mate.
Little rotation.
Because you feel bad that the $250 is not enough for a drive all the way from Milwaukee.
Right.
Cover his gas. Good thinking.
Well, I ended up a little bit short on that shot.
I hope we don't get another skid on this ball.
Right. Man, we'll never get out of here cleaning the balls after every rack. Oh boy. That's
Almost overhit it,
much
expecting
of
it to
that
skid.
pocket as he can use.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. It's almost as if he's expecting it to skid.
It's all in your head. There we go. Jim ABT. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate that.
Apt.
That can't be his last name. Is that an actual last name? I'd like to know the.
There's no vowels.
So what
He's
does that
obviously
mean his
he's obviously-
heritage is?
Chinese.
Oh, maybe.
No.
Stream if you do play him kind of. Yeah, we will, but there wouldn't be any commentary, so. But we'd leave it up. He probably wants to go home. Every time he's done, usually Ted's out right away.
Depends how much you want to play for.
I'll play him. I'm not scared. I like rotation. Even though, and I like playing him rotation because it's fast. Again, he doesn't.
You guys should actually play rotation. Nobody ever does that, do they? Like, I mean, real rotation.
Oh, 15 ball
15
rotation.
balls. You score the value of the ball you make. You got 100 and 120 points on the table.
Well, I need to know how to pronounce that last name then. Randy said that is his last name.
Abbott. With no vowels. Crazy.
I guess, right?
It was probably Abalowski or something. It's Polish, and they just cut off the end.
Oh, yeah. No vowels. A is a vowel.
Oh, whatever. In what dictionary? Show me the dictionary that says that.
I didn't even pay attention to
That's
that
right.
statement. That's
Well, I
hilarious.
was just hoping you wouldn't notice.
All right, come on, Zach. Let's see. Close matches are so much more fun.
What I meant was no vowels between the B and the T. Maybe they just got the letters in the wrong way. It makes more sense, doesn't it?
Tab or bat?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Thin snick into the side pocket.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
That's right.
Every shot. He's going to be kicking himself for a few of these misses that he's had.
For sure.
I remember a few earlier on where he had some chances to get out. He definitely could have this match a lot closer than it is at
And
the
he's got
moment.
to play very accurately here in this run here. Yeah, he was playing for that kiss on the 13 ball to stay on the 1.
All right, so we got the 11-15. The two balls.
And because the 3's covering the side pocket with ball in hand, he's not actually...
See that? He just disappeared. Is he about to shoot this?
No, he's heading upstream.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Zach here. We got some information over there that we
do.
asked him to fill out. So let's
We better get this out quick
better get going,
while we
yeah.
have a chance. How do you feel about jump cues? Zach says, I like them.
I like him a lot.
How do you feel about template racks?
Doesn't like those.
I dislike them a lot. Favorite table size?
We already talked about that. 9-footer and then diamond.
Plays on diamonds. Favorite game? Other. Just invoke if you're still listening. Lifesaver. Zach's favorite game.
LifesaverBilliards.com if you're curious what that's about.
Yeah, and a lot of people probably don't know what it's about. Kendall, what's that game about?
Basically, you get 9 lives. You can't miss a ball. Every time you miss, you get a life taken away. First one to have no lives.
So you can shoot any
Loses.
ball, but you have to make a ball every time. And the big
Well,
difference is when you make a ball, it's not your turn next. So you alternate shots
Alternate
between
your
you
shots,
and your opponent.
All right, so he seems to have stretched his legs to a perfect degree. He's back to pick up his cue. There he is. The one, the only. Frog. Got to start with that 11-15 no matter what you do. Might even play safety.
Yeah, I wonder if... No, it doesn't really, does it? Doesn't go into any of his pockets, and the only reason I know that is he's still looking at it and shaking his head and smiling. Otherwise, he'd have shot it in already. Doesn't go, you can't shoot the 11 past the 8. Now, there is a way for him to play safe on the 15. But he's not going to do that. He's going to get an angle on the... He's got his angle on this ball in the side pocket now. And kiss straight over. Stun right there. Oh, no, off the rail. 2 rails around. The plot thickens.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah.
I think the 13.
See, a lot of
actually
people
goes
would
right
have
by.
just, with ball in hand, played a safe on the 15, just freeze in behind the 11, and you've got
That's what I
those.
thought he was going to
You've got those opponents, but it's not his style. He's got an angle on the 13, which is kind of the wrong direction.
Oh.
How did that ball stay on the table?
I don't know, but he's going to get
That's
safe
incredible.
out of that almost.
And he did break him up. He's frozen the 6-ball. Yeah, we want to see that shot again, just because it was. You can't tell from the overhead view how high that ball traveled, but he bounced it off the corner pocket and it flew in the air, and just magically landed on another rail and had no more bounces. It was one of those where the rail just absolutely caught it and stopped it bouncing.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. I get to see it again before you guys do, so it's pretty neat. We'll bring that one up.
So,
Oh.
and he did
That
break
would've
it
been a
after all.
horrible way, right?
But now he's got a bit of a problem. Zach really needs to come up with something here. He's still at the table, but he does know that if he doesn't do something special here, it might be his last turn at the table.
While he looks, let's take a look. Just watch this 13 go flying. and then it gets caught over on the right rail. Or the top rail.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, what's that going to do here?
Safety, leaving him the back cut on the 11.
Trying to make this ball. It looks like off the 11, which is an exceedingly difficult shot to hit.
Off the 13, you mean?
Off the 13, right? That's good. Well, that's at least that's where he pointed his cue. He's now considering, is there any way that he can play safe?
I don't mind that. Rodney Coed says bank it past the 8. I don't mind that shot. I think that's possible. You can throw it past there. It's tough to see.
So I
though.
believe he is playing the 6 ball in the side pocket.
Well, this would be amazing.
Yeah. It's a Hail Mary. Oh, the 10 ball came out and kicked it, so we don't really know what line it took. But that gives John Frog Sonnentag a nice open table to finish this match.
Yeah, all she wrote, I think, is correct. I think the 10 to the 9 to the 13.
Of course, the reason
it seems backwards, but I think that's the way you got to do it.
Yeah.
You might play the 13 next. So you draw this back, play the 13, come around for the 9 ball.
The reason they call him the Frog is because all his kids are born with tails. And when they're about 15 or 16, the tails drop off and their legs pop out.
What the hell are you talking about? Jeez.
Little tadpole joke there.
I got it. I just didn't get it.
I got it. I just didn't get it. I like that. That's a good.
Right.
I'm going to use that.
All right. This is for the match. Great job.
There it is.
Frog is our reigning king. He's going to remain king until he loses, so somebody's got to beat him.
Yep. Who's up next week?
I'm not telling.
Mm-hmm. Keep it to yourself. Mystery, huh?
Some days. All right, guys, so we're going to leave this bad boy run a little bit. We may or may not. If I can talk Frog into playing, I may play him a quick set of 9 ball. If you're interested in sticking around and watching, please do. Otherwise, I want to thank everybody for joining us here for the King of the Hill. We sure enjoy having you guys here, and we appreciate all of the likes, shares, follows, and all of that other stuff. I want to thank all of our sponsors real quick. Billiards Hall of Fame, Cutthroat Q Sports, Christensen's Heating and Cooling, Popalock, Brownies, Clarion, and P-Shower Custom Cues. Without them, we can't do this either. And without you, we can't do this. So continue to follow, share, and like. I want to thank MH Pengways for joining me again tonight.
Thanks for having me.
We didn't talk about how hard you work in the pro shop, but we sure appreciate that.
Oh, right.
I don't know if Frog's going to come over here, but I'm going to go out and find out whether or not he wants to play a little bit. I got to put my shoes back on, though.
We'll see you next week. Same time, same bat channel.
All right, guys, we're going to mute things out, but like I say, we might have a match going here in a second. So thank you, guys. What kind of camera do you use to stream? I don't remember the brand, but they're about $1,000 a piece.